Hello, my English learners. I'm so glad you're here.
Whether you're listening at home, while walking, or maybe even during a break at work, thank you for spending your time with me.
This podcast is made for you, someone who is working hard to improve their English.
And today's topic is one that almost every English learner struggles with.
The topic is understanding native English speakers.
Now, maybe you've been studying English for years. You know the grammar. You know many words. Maybe you even watch English movies and read English books. But still, when a native speaker starts talking, it feels like your brain just freezes.
You might understand a few words, but the rest of the sentence disappears. It feels too fast, too unclear, and sometimes you're just left confused and frustrated. If you've ever felt like this, I want you to know, you are absolutely not alone. This is something billions of English learners experience, and there's a good reason for it.
You see, the way native speakers talk in real life is very different from the English you study in textbooks or in school. When we learn English in class, we hear slow, clear, perfect sentences.
How are you? I am fine. Thank you. But in the real world, that same sentence becomes, how you doing? Or I'm good, you.
It's faster, more casual, more connected.
And that's what makes it difficult.
Native speakers speak quickly, and they often connect words together in a way that makes it hard to hear each individual word. For example, instead of "what are you doing?" a native speaker might say "what you doing?" And if you've never heard that kind of sentence before, it sounds like a completely different language. Another thing that makes it hard is slang and idioms.
You might learn that tired means sleepy.
But a native speaker might say "I'm beat." It means the same thing, but it's not in the textbook.
And suddenly, you don't understand even though you do know the meaning of tired. And let's not forget about accents.
English is spoken in so many countries, the US, the UK, Australia, Canada, and every place has its own unique accent, speed, and slang. A person from New York will sound very different from someone in London or someone from Sydney.
Even native speakers sometimes have trouble understanding each other. So if you're struggling, don't feel bad.
You're not broken.
Your English is not weak.
You're just not used to hearing real, natural, fast English yet. But here's the good news. You can get better at this.
Understanding native speakers is a skill, and like any skill, it can be trained. It just takes practice and the right kind of listening. That's what this whole podcast series is about. I'm going to help you step by step.
We are going to learn how to listen to real English, how to understand fast speech, how to handle slang, accents, and more. By the end of this series, you'll feel more confident when you listen, and you won't panic the next time a native speaker starts talking fast. So I want you to stay with me. We're going to do this together.
And if you're feeling nervous, remember this. Every native speaker once struggled to understand language too when they were kids. Listening takes time.
It takes patience, and it takes consistency. But you've already taken the first step just by being here and listening today.
In the next episode, we're going to dive into something called connected speech. That's one of the biggest reasons why native English sounds so fast and strange to learners.
I'll explain it clearly, give you examples, and help you start recognizing it in real conversations. But for now, just know this: you're doing great.
Keep listening, keep practicing, and don't give up.
I believe in you. Podcast Script Episode 2. What is connected speech and why it matters? Welcome back, my English learners. I'm really happy that you're here again today.
In the last episode, we talked about how understanding native speakers can be difficult, and why it's not your fault. You're not bad at English, it's just that real spoken English is very different from what we learn in textbooks.
Today, we're going to start breaking down one of the biggest reasons native speakers sound so confusing.
That reason is something called connected speech. Now, maybe you've never heard that phrase before.
Connected speech is the way native speakers link words together when they talk. They don't stop between every word.
Instead, the sounds flow together like a river.
That's why sometimes it feels like you can't hear the individual words.
You're expecting, what do you want to do? But what you hear is, what do you want to do?
And your brain says, wait, what was that?
This happens because when people speak naturally, they try to speak quickly and smoothly.
And to do that, they change the way words sound.
For example, when we say going to, we often pronounce it gonna. I'm going to eat becomes I'm gonna eat. It's the same meaning, but a different sound. Another example, did you often becomes did ya, like did you see that, turns into did you see that? And this doesn't just happen sometimes, it happens all the time in natural conversation.
Native speakers don't even realize they're doing it.
It's automatic.
It's natural. But for learners, it feels like a secret code.
That's why many learners say, I can read English.
I can write it, but when someone talks to me, I can't understand anything. The reason is, you haven't trained your ears to hear these connected sounds yet. But don't worry, you can absolutely learn this skill.
It just takes awareness, practice, and patience.
One great way to improve is by listening to short clips of real English, maybe from a podcast, a movie, or a TV show, and repeating what you hear.
Don't just try to understand the meaning. Focus on the sounds.
How do they say it?
How do the words link?
Say it out loud.
Try to copy it exactly. This technique is called shadowing.
You listen to a native speaker, pause the audio, and repeat what they said in the same rhythm and tone.
It might feel strange at first, but it really works. You're training your ears, your brain, and your mouth all at the same time, and slowly, things will start to sound more familiar.
Let me give you some real examples. Let's say a native speaker says, "What are you doing?"
In natural speech, that becomes what you're doing. Or take, I have to go now, it turns into, I have to go now. Even, don't you know,
becomes, don't you know?
These are real expressions used every day.
So how can you practice this?
First, start noticing it. Watch English content with subtitles.
Then, turn the subtitles off and try to listen. Replay short clips again and again.
Don't be afraid to repeat.
In fact, repetition is your best friend.
The more you repeat real English sounds, the more your ears will get used to it. Remember, your ears need training just like your muscles.
You wouldn't expect to lift heavy weights without practice, right?
It's the same with listening.
You get stronger by listening every day, little by little, step by step. You're doing amazing already, just by showing up and listening today.
And in our next episode, we'll talk about fast speech and how native speakers seem to eat their words. I'll show you why it happens and how to deal with it. So keep listening, keep practicing, and be proud of yourself. You're learning real English, the way it's actually spoken.